Hello everyone. Today we are doing fractions, addition and subtraction of fractions. Now everyone is now familiar with adding numbers and subtracting them. So if you're given fractions to be added or subtracted, how will you do the fractions? So let's get started now. So you see the number that is on top, for example, 3 upon 7. 3 is your numerator, 7 is your denominator. 4 is your numerator, 7 is your denominator. So numbers that are up are known to be as numerator, numbers that are down are known to be as your denominators. Now when you're adding up, there's a sign in the middle that says to add up the fractions. Whenever you see, have a look at your denominators first. They are the same numbers, 7 and 7. They are alike, same. So we will not add up the same numbers, okay? But when you see the number which is on top, which is known to be as your numerator, you will add up the figures. So 3 upon 7 plus 4 upon 7. It is so simple. Add up the numerators. 3 plus 4 is giving us 7. And when you have the same denominators, we will copy the same denominators and you get 7 upon 7. Now when you see 7 upon 7, both these numbers 7 upon 7 are in one table. Think of the table also. When we are doing the fractions, we can divide those numbers. For example, when you see 7 upon 7, 7 can be divided by 7 times table. So 7 times what is giving us 7? 7 times 1 gives us a 7. And again, the same thing here, 7 times 1 gives us a fraction. So, when you bring it to the simplest form. So the answer is 1 upon 1. 1 upon 1 makes it 1 whole. So the answer is 1 whole. Hope you got the question. All right, moving on to the next question. Over here you see a minus sign. You have to just be very careful with the signs. If it says minus, then you will minus it. So again, you see the denominators to be alike. They are same denominators. But when you see the numerators, they are unlike. They are not the same. And the sign in the middle says to minus it. 8 minus 5 is giving us 3. And our denominator is same, so we will copy the denominator. Do you think 3 and 11, do they exist in one table? No, they don't. So it's not going to be cancelled. It cannot be simplified. So your answer will be 3 upon 11. It's going to be your answer. All right, let's move on to the next question here. Again, we have the same denominators. Same denominators means you will copy the same denominator. What is the sign in the middle? Plus. So 7 plus 1 gives us 8. Now think of these two numbers. Do they come in any one table? If you talk about 2 times table, you have 8, but you don't have 9. So numbers that you see in your denominator and your numerator side, if they come in one table, then they can be simplified. They can be cancelled with one another. So 8 upon 9 will be your answer. Now students, this was actually numbers with the denominators to be the same. I am going to explain you fractions with different denominators. You already have done numerators, different numerators, but the denominators were same. So let's move on to the next question with different denominators. You can see 2 different denominators in this question. 5 upon 4 plus 2 upon 8. So when we have 2 different denominators, then we take the 2 denominators 4 and 8, and then you'll bring them onto the right hand side of your working column and find the LCM of the two numbers. Now, if you remember, we did LCM in the last class, and we were taught to remember the prime numbers. So the prime numbers that I will be doing with you will be, everybody knows what are 5 prime numbers. First 5 prime numbers. Okay, so let's write the prime numbers in this bubble. 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. Always remember the 5 prime numbers. Okay, so whenever we are going to divide the numbers, we will make sure that we will use the prime numbers. Okay, so I have made a ladder. It looks like a ladder, isn't it? So I have made a ladder and I have 4 and 8 here. So what do you think 4 and 8? Which table do you think you will find them? Yes, it is 2 times table. So you will take 2. You will take the prime number 2. And you will divide the numbers now. So where do you think you will find 4 in 2 times table? Yes, 2 2s are 4. And then a comma in the middle. And where do you think 8 is in 2 times table? 2 4s are 8. All right. So I'll move ahead and I'm left with 2 and 4. So I'll again take the prime number 2. 2 1s are 2. Put a comma in the middle and 2 2s are 4. Okay. And now I'm left with 1 and a comma and then we have 2 here. So I'll take 2 again. I'll write the 1 down, put a comma and 2 1s are 2. So how many 2's do you see over here on the side? There are 3 2's. So I'm going to multiply 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 is equal to. There are 3 2's. So I wrote them like this. 2 2's are 4. And 4 2's are 8. So your LCM is equal to 8. Understood? Now, when you found your LCM, where will you apply this LCM? Let's now move to the question. The question says 5 upon 4 plus 2 upon 8. We will put an equal sign. We will draw a line. And this LCM that you have got will come over here under this line. Okay. So when you have done, this is so simple. Okay, you've got the answer and then you put that 8 here. 4 times what is going to give us 8? Yes, 4 times 2. You have to make this 4 a 2. So when you will, because you have 8 now as a denominator, because you had 2 different numbers, now you've got one number for both the denominators. 4 what's are 2? 4 what's are 2 is 4 2's are 8. All right. And then I will copy this multiply 2 over here in the numerator side too. Okay. And I will get 5 2's are 10. The sign over here is plus. And now let's find out 8 times table. 8 times what is giving us 8? 8 times 1 gives us 8. Okay. So whatever I write, like I wrote multiply 1 here, my multiply 1 goes up here as well. 2 1's are 2. Okay. Now when you have added up 10 plus 2, the sign is in the middle, follow the sign. It says to add up these two numbers. So 10 plus 2 gives us 12. And then you will write 8 as a denominator. Now children, I can see 12 and 8. Very nicely written. But do you think 12 and 8 can be found in any one of the table? Yes, it is there in 2 times table, because 2 4's are 8, 2 6's are 12. Yes. And then it is also found in your 4 times table. So let's first simplify these two numbers, okay? So 4 times 2 is giving me 8. I am taking 4 times table because 4 times table, it will make it easier. There will no more be further cancellation in this. So I am only going to cut 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. 8 and 12, they were in 4 times table. So I have cut 4 times 4 is in my mind. 4 2s are 8 and then 4 3s are 12. So I get 3 upon 2. All right, this is going to be my answer. Very nice. But again, there's something I would like to teach you. Whenever when you see the numerator to be bigger than your denominator, then you will have to convert this into a mixed fraction. What is a mixed fraction? A mixed fraction has a whole number, a numerator and a denominator. Now for you it is something very new, so you don't have to worry, just keep practicing, you will understand it. Now I'm going to put an equal sign, and 3 is basically my numerator, which is bigger than my denominator. We cannot make a bigger number stand on a smaller number. All right, so we are going to divide this. We are just simply going to divide these two numbers here. How will we do it? I'll do for you. In a rough working column, I will divide. All right, so what should go inside this 3? And denominator, that is 2, stays out. Okay, it is always standing out. Now, do you remember your divisions? Yes, 2 1s are 2. Because if I take 2 2s are, it will become bigger than this number. 2 2s is giving us 4, so we will not take this. 2 1s are 2. 3 minus 2 is giving me 1. Your remainder is 1. Now, how will you put these numbers into the correct formation? My denominator was 2, so I will write my 2 down only because its place was down. My quotient and my remainder, 2 1s are 2 and 1 remainder and 1 quotient. They will come this side. All right, 2 1s are 2 plus 1, 3. So this is going to be my answer. So I'm giving you now another example of how to subtract the two fractions. Okay, have a look at this. Do the same question in your notepad, and you will understand it when you will do it for yourself. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. All right, another question that we see here is subtracting the two fractions. You first see the numerator as 8 and then your denominator is 10. So 8 upon 10 minus 6 upon 12. Now you have two different denominators, 10 and 12. When you have two different denominators, we have to then find out the LCM. The first 5 prime numbers. Again, I will always keep writing for you. You always should be remembering to use prime numbers. Okay. So the first 5 prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. Okay. Always remember this. Now, since my denominators are unlike, so I will find out the LCM. 10 and 12. I'll take the least prime number, that is 2. That is the smallest prime number I take. In 2 times table, I have 10. Yes. 2 ones are 10. 2 5s are 10. And in 2 times table only, I have 12 also. So 2 6 are 12. Now, I will finish these numbers. First, I can see a 6 here. 6 is there in 2 times table. So I will go with the prime number 2 only. Okay. So I'm going to write down 2 here. But I do not have 5 in my 2 times table. So what will I do? I will bring the 5 down. And I do have a 6 in my 2 times table. 2 times 3 is giving me 6. Now I am through with 2 times table. That is the prime number 2. I'll move on to 3 times table because I can see 3 here. So I'll take 3. I am going in an order actually. Okay, I am going according to the given prime numbers. I go slowly with the bigger numbers later on. So I will just copy the 5 because in 3 times table we don't have 5. We put a comma, and in 3 times table we have 3. 3 ones are 3. Now the last number that is left is your 5. So I'll take 5 here, and then 5 ones are 5, and then I'll bring the 1 down. So basically, how do you find the LCM? Let's multiply the numbers that are here on the side. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. 12 5s are 60. So my LCM equals 60. So what will I do when I have got my LCM? I will make a line. I'll draw a line here. And my LCM is 60, so I will put my LCM here. Now I need to think of the denominators. First, I will think of 10 times table, and I will find out 60 in this 10 times table. Yes, I do have 60 in 10 times table. 10 watts are 60. 10 watts are 60. 10 times 6 gives us 60. So when I write 6 here, the 6 goes up there. Alright. Now I will move on to the next denominator. 12 watts is going to give me a 60. 12 5s are 60. So my 5 goes up here. Got it. 8 times 6 is giving me what? 48. Learn your tables, children. 6 5s are 30. You can easily minus 48 and 30. Alright. If you're good at your math and you can do it verbally, you will get your answer. 48 minus 30 will give us 18. But if you want to do your rough working on the side, you can just write 48 minus 30 gives you 18. I did it verbally because I know that 48 minus 30 and then 10, 40 and then add up 8 will give us 48. So it's giving me 18 basically. Now 18 upon 60. It is my answer. But do you think, children, it can be simplified by 2 times the table, 6 times table also? I am going to take the bigger number. Although it can be simplified by 2 times table, I will first show you how to simplify 18 upon 60 with 2 times table. Let's see. 2 9s are 18 and 2 30s are 60. I have got 9 upon 30. I think 9 and 30 do come in one table. And what is that one table? Yes, in 3 times table you have 9 and in 3 times table only you have 30. So 3 3s are 9 and 3 10s are 30. Answer will be 3 upon 10. Or if I'll just make this in a bubble, okay? If you do not want this method or you don't want to cancel with 2 times table, you can take a bigger number. I am giving you an option. Okay, both the methods will be right. I took 2 times table to cancel my number. Or I can take the same number 18 upon 60. I'm teaching you the other way around. I have chosen 6 times table. In 6 times table I have both these numbers. 6 times 3 is giving us 18 and 6 times 10 is giving us 60. So my answer will be the same, 3 upon 10. Children, actually, the purpose of doing both the ways was to explain you that answer will be the same, 3 upon 10, in both the cases. If you had taken 2 times table, then you will have to keep on dividing until you come to the answer. Over here I took the shortest cut, that was 6 times table, so I didn't have to go further. Like, I just had to do one step and I got my answer. Hope you've all understood the answer. All right, children, now I'm ending up the class, and I'll be coming with the next more questions with whole numbers in with the same addition and subtraction of fractions. So today we are just done with how we add up fractions and subtract fractions with different denominators and with like denominators. So I just keep practicing, and bye for now, and have a good day.